Pelicans team take flight, and that never happened. The deal, though, is even though we don't pay attention to New Orleans, Davis is absolutely breathtaking when he is on, and he is still and will always be, I think, for the next 5, 7, 9 years, whatever it is, his prime is going to be one of these players that you buy a ticket to go see. There's not many of those players in the NBA. You know, how many guys, when they come into town, you go, I got to go see that guy? LeBron's definitely one. Steph has become one, and maybe the Warriors in general. Durant and Westbrook are two of them. But how many guys do you go, I got to go see that guy? I mean, I don't think anybody says that about Dwayne Wade anymore. I don't think anybody says that about Melo anymore. I don't think people say that about Derrick Rose anymore. Paul George. I mean, you are talking about a very finite, select group of guys that when they come through, you go, I got to go see that guy. Anthony Davis, even though the Pelicans haven't won anything and are terrible this year, are one of those guys. Now, Davis is this kind of next generation of player where it doesn't feel like he is knocking on the door of having to win now or else who knows, right? LeBron got through that glass ceiling, and Tim Duncan's been there a million times, and Kobe's won all of his championships, and now Steph has won a title as well. And so I don't think there's many players that you say, well, they've got to win now or else. I think for the Cavaliers, you say they've got to win now or pretty close to now, because who knows how long LeBron's going to be LeBron. But in terms of players, I think this is interesting. Knowing how good Anthony Davis is, he's definitely a top 5 player in the NBA, top 6 player in the NBA, probably a little higher on his best nights. Not many can go 59 and 20. Hell, he might be the top 2 or 3 players in the NBA. Good question. The best player in the NBA right now that has never won an NBA title, or we'll flip it around. What player would you most want to see win an NBA title? Because when there are guys of that type of greatness, I always wish, I always hope that they end with at least one title, one chance to taste the championship, one chance to taste that moment, confetti coming down, handing you the Larry O'Brien trophy, and getting that. Like Dirk Nowitzki got that, and I always felt as though that was kind of this perfect moment for him, even though the Mavs had been really good for a long time, and the Mavs had lost an NBA Finals before, and maybe when Dirk finally won it, he was not at the height of his powers. I always felt like that was a great redemption for Nowitzki, a surefire Hall of Famer, and really one of the great scorers in NBA history, one of the great players in NBA history, to finally get it done. AD has not won one, but he's not knocking on the door having to win one in the next couple of years. I think the guy, for me,